Hey everyone, welcome to Candid Campus, student media's new show where we sit down with members of the USCA community to hear their stories. I'm Kamaya Brooks, and today I'll be joined by Kelly Palacios, student body president. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, I'm really excited to be here with you today, Kamaya.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, so let's start from the beginning. You grew up right here in Aiken, South Carolina, but traveling seems to be like one of your pastimes. What would you consider your home away from home?
Well, I guess this is a pretty easy question for me to answer. El Salvador will always be my home away from home because that is where a lot of my family is from. My mom and my dad are from ethnically, and I travel back there almost once a year. I like to say we go once every January or in the summer, and I mean, going there, literally just stepping out of the plane feels like a breath of fresh air. Like I can relax, like I am home, literally. So
I think that's really important for you to, go back to your home. When was the last time that you went?
I was just there in June.
Really?
Yes.
How long were you there for?
I was only there for a week because we were kind of handling some family business, but usually we are there for like 2 or 3 weeks, and we just vacation the whole time, visit family that we haven't seen in a long time, and kind of just get to relax. And I feel like even though we are familiar with the area, it's still, like I said, a home away from home. It's a place where we know we are loved and welcome. So it's definitely great going.
Absolutely. So you've also mentioned that faith plays a major role in your life. How does prayer or talking to God influence your leadership style here on campus?
I feel like I wouldn't be the leader that I am without my faith, without God and Jesus. Primarily, I pray every morning that God leads me in the right direction, that I'm put in the right places, and I believe that God has opened many doors for me and put me in places that He wants me to be, and that He's encouraging me to do the same by encouraging others to do the same, by kind of just opening those doors for them, and also being strong in my faith and showing that it's okay to be Christian, because a lot of times I feel like it's attacked. A lot of people kind of portray the image of Jesus incorrectly, and it turns a lot of people away from the idea like, oh, if you're a Christian, you're automatically a bad person, and it's actually the complete opposite. And I feel like in my life, I'm trying to give the right example of Jesus and show others that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, and you can do it the right way and really love everybody.
Thank you for sharing that, Kelly.
Yeah.
So you're a criminal justice major. Looking ahead, what do you hope your career looks like in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I plan in the next 3 to be in law school. Law school is 3 years. So in the next 5 years, after completing law school in 3, I hope to be an attorney. I'm not sure where yet. I haven't applied. I start applying in, I believe, April. I have to take my LSAT first, and that will be in February, which I actually just signed up last night. So very nerve-wracking. I have 4 months to study. If you don't know, the LSAT's kind of just like the entrance test to law school.
Okay.
You have to make a pretty good enough score to get into any law school, really.
Okay.
And I mean, it matters more than anything else. It matters more than GPA. It matters more than involvement in college. It's like the SAT, but like 20 times more stressful.
Okay.
And so I got to get through that before I can see myself as a lawyer, because that's the first step. But I do plan and hope to be an attorney in 5 years.
Well, I wish you luck on that.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, 2 things, because I know basically nothing about law. Where do you plan on going to law school? And is that test the same as the bar? I've heard of the bar before.
So I, like I said earlier, don't have a specific, like, I'm going to go here and go here, because it's very, you don't really get to choose. You know, I've been told in my previous internships, kind of just apply everywhere and don't have your head stuck on one place, because you might be disappointed. And I don't want my first disappointment to be the school. So I'm kind of just keeping my options open. And like I said earlier, just praying about it. I do know that I want to apply in Texas and in Florida and maybe up in New York. So I'm keeping my options open and still kind of just on the lookout for great schools over there. And then again, studying for the LSAT, because they require really high scores. So that's the big thing. And bar exam. So the LSAT and the bar are completely different.
Okay.
So essentially the LSAT kind of just tests your critical thinking, and it doesn't really have much to do with the law. Like, you don't have to be a law major or criminal justice major to go to law school. You could be communications. You could be, you could quite literally be any major. Like, you've seen Legally Blonde,
Yes.
right? Like, you could literally be like a fashion major and go to law school, because the LSAT doesn't ask that kind of question.
Oh.
It's really just testing your logic, your reasoning, and it's a lot more difficult than you think because it requires depth. Like, a lot of depth goes into studying for this test, and the bar exam tests your legal knowledge. So I want to go to law school for criminal law, but I learned recently that you don't want to kind of focus on one path in law school, because the bar exam goes over every kind of law. It goes over real estate, medical law, criminal law, family law. So you kind of just have to be very broad in your horizon in order to pass the bar exam. So yeah.
Okay, well, I think that you'll do great.
Thank you. Hopefully.
Yes, you will. Okay, so congratulations are in order, again, for becoming the student body president in your senior year. That's such an amazing accomplishment. What inspired you to even take on that role?
Well, I have always kind of seen myself being at the forefront. I love to take control, but not in the way that other people may think. I love helping people, and I feel like leaders can help or not help people in good or bad ways. And I think in our country and just in our world, we see a lot of bad leadership, and it literally encourages me to do the opposite. I'm like, wow, like, we cannot be like this towards people. Like, we aren't where we are because of people. And I believe that my ultimate role model was always going to be Jesus. I will proclaim that again and again. I want to be his living image. And the way Jesus led was with love, with passion, with patience, and with care. And I have always just been that way naturally. I feel like I find it very easy to just walk up to somebody and just help them, talk to them, listen to them. And that really encouraged me to kind of just take that step. Like, I love to help people, so why not be in a position to help people?
Absolutely. And I'm sure the people that, you go on to lead around this campus are very appreciative of your motives for going into it, because like you said, there are many leaders around this world who have ulterior motives that aren't for the greater good of the people.
Literally.
Yeah. So you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to this. Balancing your personal life, leadership, and academics does not seem very easy. What has been the biggest challenge for you as student body president this year?
I would say that the biggest challenge has been just balancing it. I have a capstone project this year, so I'm doing research, and that takes up a lot of my time. It's one of my hardest classes, and at the end, I'm required to do like a 20-page paper. And it's all research that I've done throughout the semester, and it's definitely very difficult. And I have other classes as well. So on top of that, and having to run SGA meetings, I find it to be a little bit difficult sometimes when it comes to balancing the time and having the energy. But I have a great team, and that makes all the difference. Truly, Vice President Lauren Bell, she takes on an incredible amount of like everything. And as well as our Chief of Staff, Carly Bushalon. They do so much for student government, and it's kind of like we share every single burden together. It's not a burden, but we share everything, and I feel like that kind of takes the weight off of one person, and it makes it a lot more manageable. So I would always tell people when it comes to leadership, make sure you choose your partners right, because that will make all the difference. I know if I didn't have them and the other members of my exec and the other members of the Senate to help with that, I don't think I would be mentally sane.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like a true leader also can accept that they need help, and that we can't do everything alone. We're not meant to do life alone.
Yes.
So I will always give the shout out and the props to my team, because I could not do it without them.
Absolutely. Regarding your student body presidency, what was your campaign like? Like, was that hard? Did you enjoy it? What kind of planning went into it?
I definitely enjoyed it.
Okay.
Going into it, I actually was one of our advisors, SJ's advisors, Ty Barkale.
Okay.
He walked up to me at the end of last year. So it was December, right at the end of the semester. And I was in student government. I was commuter senator.
Okay.
And he came up to me and he said, Kelly, how would you feel about running for student body president next year? And I was like, I was like kind of like thrown off guard. I was like, me? Like, I just go in and go out and I do what I got to do. And he was like, I've been watching you, and I've been noticing that you take a lot of initiative, this, that, the third. I'm not going to brag on myself.
Of course.
But I was like, you know what? Yeah. And I stepped into it, and then I sat there and I was like, wait, how am I going to win this?
Mhm.
So I was like kind of asking our old student body president, Alpa Richie.
Right.
And he gave me some tips. And so I kind of just took what everybody was just like, be you, be you, be you. And I was like, what is me? How do I be me and get people to vote for me?
Mhm.
So one of the things that I did that people might think is a little bit crazy, I went to the dorms and I knocked on every single door.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I handed them stickers and a flyer and I said, I hope you vote for me. Please vote for me. And I walked out. I was like, next week, I'm catering some cookies. If you want to vote for me, come get a cookie, grab a sticker. Literally, that's all I did. And thank God it worked.
Yes, the passion paid off.
Listen, two of my friends went with me, knocking on every door. My knuckles were raw. Like they were red after that because I was like, every single door.
Yeah.
Every single dorm room. I'm not even kidding. Every single dorm room. Yes.
Well, congratulations again.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so as you prepare for graduation as a senior, what legacy do you hope to leave here at USCA Canton?
I hope to leave a legacy that promotes, like, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I am a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I am Hispanic, and I'm part of a marginalized community, even if I don't want to admit it.
Yep.
It may not always seem that we are overlooked, but we are as women. There's always going to be men that question your leadership. There's always going to be people of other races questioning whether you're even good enough to do this, whatever it may be. I think the legacy I want to leave is that you can do it. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It doesn't matter how discouraged you feel or what you feel like your ability may hinder you from doing. You can do it. If you put your heart and your mind to things, you can. And I want to leave that behind. I believe being a Hispanic woman as the student body president really just shows people and opens their eyes that it's possible. I have had a couple people even come up to me and say, thank you. Like you're making a change. And that means the world to me. I was always that young girl looking up at other women, seeing that they could do it and seeing the men that would question them. And it can be hard. It can be because a lot of people doubt you and that doubt can cloud your mind sometimes. But I want to leave behind that truth that it's possible.
Absolutely. And I think you're going to make your little self proud.
I already have.
Yes. So when you're not leading the student body, you're quite the traveler. What is the next stop on your travel bucket list?
Europe.
Europe?
Yes, Europe. When I graduate, I'm taking a trip. I'm staying the whole month.
Absolutely.
That is where I'm going. I'm going to Europe and I'm turning off the social media. I'm turning off my phone and I'm just traveling. It's my favorite thing to do. I love going new places, meeting new people and cultures. I love cultures so much. I love being immersed in them. So it's going to be a really exciting experience. I've never been to Europe. It's my first time. Mm-hmm. So that's next on the travel bucket list.
Yeah. Is there any specific place in Europe that you're looking forward to the most?
Paris. I know that may sound a little, just everybody wants to go to Paris.
No.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had 3 Paris-themed birthdays. No one's a bigger Paris fan than me, okay? So yes. I am going to Paris. Yes, I promise. Count on it.
No.
Count on it. I'm going to Paris.
It's a city of love.
Yes.
You'll get there.
That's where I will be.
Okay, so one of your guilty pleasures is anime.
Yes.
What anime show would you recommend to somebody who hasn't watched anime before?
I would recommend AOT, Attack on Titan.
Okay.
That is the first anime I ever watched, and it literally changed my life. I'm going to be very honest here. I used to think, in middle school, anime was for the weird kids, and that's not meant to offend anybody. But I truly didn't think it was for me, and I would always kind of, as people, we tend to look at things and judge them. We should never judge a book by their covers, because I sat down, I watched an episode, and I was like, wait, it's kind of good.
Yeah.
And I watched the next one, and I never stopped. So AOT is the best anime, and I think you should watch it.
Is it on Netflix?
It is.
Okay.
I believe so. It might be taken off. Netflix is always putting and taking down
stuff all the time. Yes. Well, I'll make sure to add that on my list because a lot of people have told me to watch anime and I haven't given it a chance.
I'm telling you, Attack on Titan will change your life. It changed my life. I'm so passionate about this. I'm such a nerd. I have 7 T-shirts of the same character.
Really?
Yes.
Who's your favorite character?
His name is Levi.
Okay.
Levi Ackerman. He's a great character, and he has, I think it's a cousin. I don't remember. It's been a while. Her name is Mikasa. they're like cousins. I love that whole family lineage. I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay.
It's like a whole lineage. You need to watch it.
Okay, I'll add it
It's
to my
very
list.
good. I'm telling you, it's very good.
Okay. What is your favorite non-anime show?
Non-anime. Man, I would have to say my favorite non-anime show would be Breaking Bad.
I've heard so many great things about Breaking
You haven't watched it?
No.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't watch it until like a couple months ago, and
Okay.
I finished it in like 2 months. Like me and my boyfriend literally binged it. It's so good.
Now, I know that one's on Netflix.
Yes. it
Okay.
is. Before that one, though, it was a show that was also on Netflix. It's called The Queen of the South. Have you seen it?
So good.
That's a show.
So good.
It's really Breaking Bad, Queen of the South.
Yes.
They're up there together. Yes.
Absolutely perfect.
Yes. Very much.
Okay, so you're also big on podcasts, particularly true crime podcasts. Is there any particular case that has stuck with you that you can think of off the top of your head?
To a case. There's a lot of them.
And it doesn't have to be widely known either.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Could do a famous case.
Actually, this one's very bizarre, very disgusting.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into detail here. So
Thank you.
Seriously. So I was watching this one, I think about a month ago.
Okay.
I was literally just getting ready, and then YouTube just played the next one. So I was like, okay, I'm listening to it. I didn't care much about it at first because it was very dragging. It was dragging.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, essentially, what this one was about was a woman was stopped because her brake lights weren't working or something, and the police smelled something really odd coming from her car. You know where this is going.
Oh, I know where it's
But
going.
you don't. But you don't know where this is going. And this woman had she was living out of her car. She was homeless, essentially. She's been homeless for a couple months. And she was living in her car, and the police officers were like, that is an awful smell. And apparently the smell of death is one that people don't forget. So they're like, that smells like something's dead in there. And the police use their intuition. They open the trunk, and all they see is suitcases. And they're like, okay, what's in the suitcase? And they were like, ma'am, please open the suitcase. Please open the suitcase. And she was like, She was like, just arrest me now. She was admitting to something they didn't even know about. She was like, arrest me, please just arrest me. Just take me to jail. And they were like, ma'am, please open the suitcases. So she opened one, and in it was this big trash bag, and it smelled even worse. And so they're like, there's a body in there. There's a body in there right inside of the suitcase. So they're like, this is a small suitcase. What kind of body can fit in here?
Mm-hmm.
They open the trash bag, and it's literally like the body is not surrounded, but wrapped in like saran wrap, like tons of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a baby. It's a baby. And they're like, oh my goodness, that's a child.
Mm-hmm.
There's another suitcase. There's another child. I believe there's 3 children in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think that was my favorite case, not because I like that, but because I think it was just, wow, it really shocked me. It blew my mind.
I believe I know what you're talking about because it popped up on my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And that also kind of stuck with me. I hyperfixated on that for like a week.
It broke my heart.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just so sad to know that there's people out there like that, but that's why I want to be a lawyer.
Yep.
Make sure people like that do not run the streets.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. No way. That's crazy. Yeah.
So when you're not listening to true crime podcasts or traveling, what does the perfect afternoon with Kelly look like? A day in the life.
Day in the life. Perfect afternoon for me would literally be in my bedroom.
Okay.
Watching TV. That's so dramatic. No, literally. I think I love going on walks when the weather is good.
Okay.
In South Carolina, it's either burning hot or not. So when it's not like 900 degrees outside, I love going for walks as well.
Mm-hmm.
So my perfect free afternoon would be taking a walk, coming to my room, laying in my comfy bed, and watching TV.
Have you ever walked like the North Augusta Greenway?
Yes, I have. It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Especially in the spring.
Yes. And I'm also loving it right now in the fall with like the leaves, and it's a little cool.
Fall is my favorite season.
Same.
Yes. Yes, the best season.
Okay, so I have to ask you, you once went cliff jumping in Mexico, which sounds super exciting. What gave you the courage to do that?
Oh my gosh. My family, because we were doing kind of like this, this hiking. It was a hiking trail / cave jumping, swimming thing, I think. Yeah. So it was like a trail, but there was also what they call cenotes. And a cenote is quite literally just a cave, and it's a cave with water, so you swim through it. So we were like climbing up, and then we would go in the cave and swim, and then we came off this like big rock, and I was like, oh, that's pretty. Whoa. I was like, I don't know about this one, guys. And they're like, no, just jump. There's people down there who had already jumped. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And it was like a bunch of people, it was like groups, and our group, everybody was scared. And I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Fine. So I remember I did it by myself the first time, and I just jumped. I just did it. I quite literally didn't think, because if you think too much, you'll hold yourself back. So
Absolutely.
and that goes for everything in life. Don't think, just do.
Just do it.
No, wait, actually, no. Do think. Do think. Think if it's a big decision, think, but also once you know what you want to do, just jump into it. Because if you second guess yourself, you might hold yourself back from a big blessing. But do think before you do. Like, you know, that might have sounded like bad advice.
No.
Don't think, just do. But,
Okay, well, bouncing off of cliff jumping, do you have any big phobias?
Spiders, big or small, don't care.
I think that's called like arachnophobia.
Yes.
I think so.
I thought, imagine this is like an episode of Ellen where you just bring out
Big
of spiders.
Kelly, we have a surprise for you today.
Absolutely not. I don't have no spiders coming.
I'm just kidding.
I can't. No, the spiders. You can probably see me like turning red. Like,
No.
I'm afraid of those things. Hate them.
I'm not afraid of spiders, but I can definitely understand the fear.
Just yes, disgusting.
We will move on for your sanity. Okay, so if you were stranded on an island, okay, but you can't have your phone or your laptop, what 3 things would you have to bring with you?
I want to be that person that's like, I would bring a boat, a helicopter, but I don't own those things. So I'm going to give a realistic answer.
Okay.
Because when I was little, people would ask me this. I'd be like, I'd bring a boat. That way I can just leave. In fact, that's not realistic. Even though the question's not realistic either.
No.
But it's fine. Okay. What I would bring. So I would bring like a month's supply of food, if that counts. I know it's not like one thing. Yeah. I would bring like, even if it's the same food, like I would bring food. And I would bring, it's a good question, probably a blanket, because it gets really cold on islands at night. So a blanket, food, and a flashlight.
Okay.
A flashlight.
So a blanket, food, and flashlight.
Probably such a terrible answer.
No, you're thinking smart.
I'm trying.
You're trying.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay, so it is spooky season. Are there any fall traditions or Halloween movies that you're looking forward to?
I love pumpkin patches.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that 100%. I'm a fall baby. I was born in the fall, so it's just natural that I love it so much. I just love like apple picking and going to like the pumpkin patches and taking cute pictures, and I'm really looking forward to doing that with my boyfriend and the fair. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
the fair. I love the fair. I'm the type of girl to go on every ride. Like,
You're not afraid?
not at all. I go on every single. There's this one ride at the Aiken Fair. I don't know if you've been, but it's like, it looks like this. What is it called? It's like a claw, and it goes all the way around.
Yes, I know what you're talking
At
about.
one time, I get really motion sick. So before the fair, I just take a Dramamine and hope for the best. And so one time, the first time actually I ever got on that ride, I loved it so much, I rode it 3 times in the same night.
Wait, so I'm going to assume if you're getting on all these rides, are you eating the food?
No,
Okay.
no. So this might sound dumb, but the first time I go to the fair, I buy like the unlimited tickets, and then I go on every ride, and then I
Okay.
come back the next day and just get entrance, and I eat everything.
Smart.
I separate it. Yep.
Smart.
And it works every time. Do it. I promise you won't regret it.
Are there any fall foods that you like to enjoy? Are you a pumpkin spice person or no?
Yes.
You are?
Gosh, yes. Pumpkin pie and apple pie are my go-tos. You will always catch that in my pantry.
Do you have a favorite, though? Pumpkin or apple?
Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, I'd have to say apple pie. That's so good.
I would say the same.
Yeah.
Do you like scary movies as a criminal justice major or no?
No, not
Really?
I'm not a big scary movie girl. I like thriller.
Okay.
I don't like scary movies.
Okay.
I might sound superstitious, but I'm very spiritual. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like some like horror movies have bad connotations, so I gotta stay away from them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you have a favorite thriller movie?
Yes. What is it called? They were like, they couldn't see anything. Oh no, they could. They had to be quiet. They had to like they couldn't speak because the animals could like hear.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
Yes,
Yes.
quiet. That I love that.
Did you see the prequel that came out, I think, last year?
I didn't see it, but I saw the original. Really good.
The original is good.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to end with a quick round of this or that. So you just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Don't overthink it. Okay.
Don't think, just do. Okay.
Just do. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Text or call?
Call.
Sandals or sneakers?
Sandals.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes. I said it. Pancakes. Don't hate me. Don't hate me.
A movie date or a dinner date?
That's a good one. I like both, but I'd say a movie date.
Movie date?
Yeah.
Okay, last one. The station or the sack?
Why would y'all put this in here? Can I say neither? I'm just kidding. Cut that out. Do not put that in.
Don't put that in.
God, the station.
Yay.
This is my order, by the way. Wheat bread, salami, pepperoni, mayonnaise, pickles, and vinegar.
Wheat bread, salami,
Pepperoni, pickles, mayonnaise, and vinegar. Oh, pepper jack cheese.
Oh, I love
And have them toast it. Like it melts like off the side. It's so good. Yeah, actually, heck yeah, the station.
Yeah, the station. I was going to say it's the station.
It's
every time.
definitely the station. Oh, yeah.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today on Candid Campus. I'm sure that you're going to continue to do amazing things on campus. And in the last year here, I mean, as student body president, you have a lot of things to look forward to, but we know that you'll continue to do great things.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun talking
Yes,
to you.
me too.
And I can't wait to see what else you guys do here at Candid Campus. Make sure you guys watch.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.